I call to order the meeting of the City Hall Council meeting.
Mayor Anhuma, Council Castro,
Present.
Council Cruz,
Present.
Council Salazar,
Present.
Council Montelongo,
Present.
Council Hernandez,
Present.
Thank you, Mayor. We have a quorum.
Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Can someone approve the meeting agenda?
Approve. I make a motion. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
First up, we have a Director of Public Works for an item discussing road prioritization.
So the first road I have chosen for our prioritization is Wilson Street. It is out of all the roads, the poorest condition. Although the usage is low, the people who do use the road may experience major safety concerns. If we don't fix this road, it will cost more in the future as it connects to Double Boulevard, which is also one of our highest major repairs we also need. The next road I have chosen for repair is Baker Road. After we fix Wilson Street, our budget will be to 600,000 and Baker Road is $600,000 for repair. We should use this money for Baker Road so we don't go over our budget and don't have any left. And it is connected to 700 Avenue. 700 Avenue. You have any questions of why I have chosen or any concerns about any other roads and why I chose these?
I'm opening council comments. So Council Member Montalongo, do you have any comments?
Yes, I can see here in the chart that you make, the Wilson Street is you just have a usage rating of 3, so it's not very used. And I can see also, for example, Double Boulevard, it has a usage rating of 10, and it's also like it costs $2 million. So if we let it like that, next year will be like higher, more money.
Yes, although Wilson Street does have a low usage rating, that the damages and repairs we need to do are safety concerns since there are potholes in the streets, cracks, that can affect the drivers if they don't really pay attention to surroundings or if they don't believe like that the road is like in pretty good condition, this could cause like major accidents or damages to people. And
Councilmember Hernandez, any comments?
Yes, I have a question. So, why do you choose Baker Road?
because since I have chosen Wilson Street, so our budget is $205,000. Wilson Street's budget is 100,900,000. If we use our budget for Wilson Street, that leaves our budget to 600,000, and the rest are out of our range to repair. That's why I have chosen Baker Road, since it is connected to 700 Avenue, which is also needing repairs in a few major years. And it could become severe since they're both connected. I thought it would be a good idea to waste the 600,000 on that road.
Do you think it's better to like choose one of the first two main roads? And because
Do you
Because-
mean Brookwood Drive and Wolski Bay?
yes.
So the condition for Brookwood Drive is good and the usage is also very low. So Brookwood Drive's condition is almost perfect. So if there are any like repairs needed, they aren't very major as the rest. And Wolski Bay also is just a minor repair. It's at a 9, which is a pretty good condition.
Thank you.
Councilmember Castro, any comments?
I believe we should prioritize Wilson Street, and instead of fixing Baker Road, we should fix Wolski Bay.
Right, so you said instead of Baker Road, Wolski Bay?
Yes, because it has a higher usage rate.
Yes, although it does have a higher usage rate, the repairs needed aren't as major as the rest. So it's not like Wilson Street or the rest that have like potholes or cracks that can cause accidents.
That'll be it.
Councilmember Salazar, any comments?
Yes, so what I'm seeing is for the roads, which ones are more used, Double Boulevard. It needs major repairs and it's highly used, so I feel like we should repair that one since more highly used, more cars on the road and everything, meaning if it's in bad conditions, more accidents here and there, we don't want that. And since that takes some money out of the budget with the rest, we can do Wilski Bay. Since is the rest we have for our budget, fix that up real quick. But what I'm saying is the one mainly we have to fix will be Double Boulevard because we don't want any accidents with many cars in the road.
Okay, so Wilson Street and Double Boulevard are connected. So if we do choose to fix Wilson Street, since it's connected to Double Boulevard, it will be fixed as well with the complete reconstruction of the road.
But that would be going over our budget a lot.
Oh, you said it's more of a priority to fix Double Boulevard. And our director of parks, well, she said that if we fix Wilson Street, the way the road is set up, Double Boulevard, it kind of connects to Wilson Street. So the repairs we did on Wilson Street would almost transfer to Double Boulevard. And it would be not fixing the whole entire road, but fixing the major potholes there. So it would be in the best interest for the city council to fix Wilson Street, and then with the next year's budget, spend it on Double Boulevard.
So what you're saying is that the roads are kind of connected.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yes.
so you fix one of them, it will kind of fix the other ish too.
Well, yeah, the way it's set up. Yeah.
Hmm. It for me.
Councilmember Cruz, any comments?
I was just going to say what Salazar was going to say, so she answered my question.
I now open the discussion to the public.
I believe we should fix Dubois Boulevard and 700 Avenue because these two cost the most, but these two fall underneath our budget and they need the most repairs. Thank you.
Is that it for public comments? All right, now I ask the council members to make a motion on which roads they want to fix. Is there any more discussion?
Motion to fix Wilson Street and Baker Road.
Is there a second to that motion?
Make a motion to fix Double Boulevard and Whiskey Bay.
Do we have a second for the first motion? Second for the second motion?
This motion.
First motion?
Yep.
Anybody else?
I agree with the first motion.
Clerk, can you take roll?
Anjuma,
Present. What do I?
Council Castro,
Yes.
Council Cruz,
Yes.
Council Salazar,
Yes.
Council Montelongo,
Yes.
Council Hernandez.
Yes.
The motion passes. We're going to move on to the next thing on our agenda. Our next thing on the agenda is the Public's Water Foundation. So can the Director of Parks and Recreation and Cultural Affairs come for their presentation?
Hello, I am Director of Parks and Recreation. So I believe that we should add more water fountains to our public spaces, such as parks, which is where people mainly go. Only 6% of national parks around the United States have water fountain. The average cost to install water fountains is 1,100 and 4,300. The low cost is 130. I believe we should add water fountains to our parks because during summertime, the weather does rise up and we do have a lot of children, elderly, and young people visiting our parks. Most may not bring their own water bottle, expecting that we might have water fountains. So that may cause them a heat stroke if they don't receive water. And I also believe we should add water fountains since many people who do bring their own water bottles do not place their trash into recycling bins or trash cans and litter around our park areas.
Councilmember Montalongo, any comments?
The cost.
The average cost is 1,100 to 4,300. The lowest cost to install water fountains is $130.
Right. Do you like make a estimate of how many water fountains should we add?
I believe we should add 5 to 6 water fountains to each of our parks.
Just to add on to what the director of parks said, to maintain the upkeep of the water fountains, the city will hold that responsibility, but we can get a variety of people to volunteer, like teenagers over the summer, or maybe even, adults or senior citizens. The budget is well within the budget, and it doesn't cost too much.
Well, with the issues that you mentioned, I feel like I agree with that we should make it because that's true that sometimes it will be needed that resource of water for people that's over there. So I agree with that.
Councilmember Hernandez, any comments?
I have a question. So, how can we people help to maintain the water fountain?
So the city was planning on either hiring teenagers or adults who are in the area looking for a job, helping maintain the park and the water fountains, keeping it clean, making sure it's in its best condition as possible.
Okay. And how do you think the water fountains can improve the way that we see, the way that we enjoy the parks at this time?
Can you repeat that question?
How do you think the water fountains can improve the way that we enjoy the parks?
It can improve our parks by the water fountains being there in case of an emergency. If someone doesn't have their water bottle, they don't have to worry about, oh, where's my water bottle? What am I going to do? And having to go to a store and buying it. And if you do have children, children can be very, energetic. If you take them to the park, they may not want to leave to come to you to get their sip of water. The fountain being in their playground, it's easy access for them. They just sit from there and they go back to having fun.
Thank you.
Councilmember Castro, any comments?
I just wanted to say that water fountains is a good investment for the safety of our citizens, and saves a lot of time and reduces the chance of trash being thrown out.
I had a question. So you said that we were gonna hire people to maintain the water fountains, correct?
Yes.
So in order to hire people, we'd have to pay them. So does their money, the money that we were gonna spend on the people, does that come from the budget? Or is that different?
Oh, that's a great question. I just want to say, well, if we wanted to hire them, yeah, it would come from the budget, but most likely we would get teenagers who would be, in the best case scenario, who would volunteer to keep it clean over the summer after school, so we can get a sense of community and camaraderie with them. And yeah, that's
Okay. Councilmember Salazar.
Yes, so yeah, I feel like it'll be better if we ask people to volunteer, you know, after school or over the summer. Because you know, I feel like it's a great idea to put yes water fountains in parks because you know, people when the temperature's right, people will get dehydrated. Kids playing around, they're gonna want water, and I don't think no one's gonna want to go buy a water bottle, one single water bottle to a store, and then just finish it and then have to go buy another one. Yeah, but what what he says it would be better for us to get volunteers. You know, if we have to hire people, then if it's necessary, then we'll have to do that. But we get volunteers from schools, you know, try to keep them clean, maybe go out there once every weekend, keep them clean. But what else? How many, like, would it be like only one water fountain per park or like multiple in the area?
It would be multiple in case of someone going along in the park. They don't have to rush over to just one water fountain. There should be one close to where they would be visiting.
All right, yes, and yeah, I also think that sounds good, but I also think yeah, it will reduce the trash in the parks. It will really reduce it, but yeah, that'll be it.
Councilmember Cruz.
I agree on water parks to be add on to the parks because, like you said, a lot of kids are energetic and they really don't want to go to their parents. So the water fountains are easy access. And I want to no, I agree on teens volunteering over the summer because it's most likely they might or yeah. But that's it.
I'll open up public comments.
I have a public comment. I'm both for and against this. I'm for this, but not for kids playing at the park. I hate kids. I hate kids using the parks, but I want dog water fountains. So water fountains just for my 18 dogs that I have illegally in our city. So if you could put water fountains in the parks just for dogs, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
First thing, hello, good afternoon. And I wanna talk about the water fountains that we need in the parks, because there is a lot of people who practice sports, and I think we can appreciate that. So I think that's it.
Good afternoon. As a member of the community that cares about the environment, I strongly disagree. Shouldn't install water fountains because they are unsanitary and it's not the best way to maintain a good, healthy people in the parks.
Good afternoon. We also think that we shouldn't install water fountains because a lot of them end up getting vandalized. So we strongly believe we shouldn't install water fountains.
Council. My name is Joseph Geierman. I live on Wilson Avenue. Thank you for voting to repave my street. I guess I would just say, I think that you're looking at very innovative ways to get things done by having high school students do work for free for the city. So I'd like to encourage you to look at that in any other areas that you can look at as well, in terms of, janitorial work or helping fill potholes or other items like where you could get free high school labor to participate. So I think you're on the right track with this, and I encourage you to, look at that solution for other items as well. So thank you.
Good afternoon, Council and Madam Mayor. As an educator from the local high school, I also agree, we have lots of student organizations and we're always looking for community service projects. We're looking for ways to get civic engagement included within our school. So if you do decide to do something like this and incorporate the water fountains, please reach out to us so we can get our student leaders to come and do community beautification projects.
That everyone? Council, would we like to see our Parks and Recreation Director continue to find the budget and means to install water fountains in the parks? All in favor, say aye.
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 Final comments? Are there any other public questions or comments? Or from the council, sorry. All right, I call the meeting to order. I have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
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 Meeting adjourned.